This unit is designed to surround the social studies standard, to identify ways people use the physical environment and the different ways it is used, such as recreation, industry, energy, and agriculture. So the first location described in this unit that we're going to talk about is Salt Lake City. So I'm going to go over here and click on this, double click, and have it zoom in over here. So wait for it to go. So, in order to relate this location to the rest of the unit, the teacher must explain the relationships between this symbolic location and the environment. Such explanations come by teaching the students that the temple became the center of Salt Lake City, and Salt Lake City was used as a main gathering place when early pioneers came to Utah. Since Salt Lake is in the middle of the desert, it was not very plentiful in natural resources. However, the inventive pioneers in this area found ways to use the environment to build homes and find resources to meet their basic human needs. The difficult environment in this area required an enormous amount of effort from the pioneers trying to survive there, so the main gathering place created of Salt Lake City was very important. Today, this beautiful temple stands as a symbol of the city and the success of the pioneers. If it were not for the pioneers' ability to use their environment, the entire city of Salt Lake would not be the thriving business-focused area it is today. So then also we have this picture over here that you can go and click on, and it'll bring up just another picture of the temple. And if you go back here and you can zoom out like this, and there's also several other pictures that you can show your students by clicking on. The second location that we're going to be talking about is Zion National Park. In order to relate this location to the rest of the unit, students must understand the ways this park has been shaped through use of the environment. Students should understand that one of the main uses for Zion National Park is recognition of the location's history, in addition to exploration of its recreational aspects. Ancient native people and early pioneers walked through this valley to escape some of the desert's harsh environmental qualities. Today, this park is recognized all over the United States and even around the world. If the environment around this valley wasn't so unforgiving, early travelers may not have sought this beautiful area created by diverse climate due to massive elevation changes throughout the park. Millions of people each year come to the valley and use its enjoyable climate and beautiful landscapes for recreational purposes. So then again, I have a picture over on this side that you can click on. See if it goes to it. There we go. And this is a picture of one of the hikes. One of the hikes that you can show your students. Also, same idea with scrolling out, and you can see all these different pictures that you can talk about to give your students a little bit more background about Zion.
The third location described in this unit is the beach of Destin, Florida. The comprehensive design of this unit requires students to know beaches all around the world are used for recreation, fishing, and industrial hotspots. This beach is not an exception. The beach's warm weather and plentiful breezes provide a wonderful spot for recreation on land, while the ocean waves create a wonderful environment for water sports and recreation. Additionally, people use the ocean's diverse population of fish to gather food. All these resources create an influx of tourism, which helps local industry to develop and grow. During this part of the unit, Music Standard 1 Objective 2A, which prompts students to demonstrate the beat and pattern of accents through clapping, marching, dancing, hand jives, and/or circle games. This can be accomplished by allowing students to listen to rhythmic fishing songs that discuss the importance of fish and/or songs that discuss the ocean's resources. After listening to songs, students should be instructed to create dances that embody the ocean and all its diversities. Then students should show their dances to the class and discuss the ways the music's beat and their dances resemble the ocean. And up here we have a picture, if we zoom out a little, it's a picture of Destin, Florida with people enjoying the weather there, and you can see what the beach looks like and the pretty colors that it has there. And this is an overlay that we did, an overlay image. The fourth location discussed in this unit is Niagara Falls. The environmental significance of this area that should be understood by students can be explained by teaching them. Niagara Falls is a beautiful environmental resource for hydroelectric power. The power of the falls, which are located along the border of Canada and the United States, has been harnessed through the construction of turbines that turn to create 2.7 kilowatts of power for the United States. Niagara Falls also serves as a major location for tourism that has grown the area's industrial success. And we have a picture of Niagara Falls that we have inserted, and it shows, oh, there we go. It shows, it's just a lower view of the falls, and you can see all the mist of the water that's coming from the falls as it happens. And we also inserted a ruler tool that shows us if we were to measure the line across the horseshoe curve, it's 972 feet, and that's just a really interesting fact.
The final location this unit will cover is Mount Rushmore. This mountain represents a unique use of the environment, art. Some things students should understand about Mount Rushmore include, in the mid-1920s, the United States decided to create the sculptures found on this mountain. The design was created by Gutzon Borglum, who managed a large team of men in use of dynamite, jackhammers, and other tools to carve into the mountain. Originally, Borglum's design resembled this picture that you can see here. And this picture shows the presidents with additional features such as shoulders, jackets, and hands. However, when the United States entered into World War II, it was decided that the project would be stopped in order to conserve time and funding. The unit section on Mount Rushmore can easily incorporate Visual Arts Standard 4, Objective 3C, which prompts students to explore personality or achievements of famous people by examining a portrait of them. This standard can be incorporated by instructing students to analyze the visible personality traits of the presidents and how Borglum's design reflects those qualities. After completing lessons on Salt Lake City, Zion National Park, Destin, Florida's beaches, and Niagara Falls, and Mount Rushmore, teachers should start a writing activity to conclude this unit. So just in this section of the presentation, we also have another picture that you can look at. It's just similar to all the other ones. Show your students the information that you think they need. And as far as art goes, you want to focus on the fact that the mountain is high, so the presidents look like they have power and they have stern faces, and each has a little bit of different character. And you can go over things like that with them to meet the art standard. Once you get everything done, though, you'll go over and do an additional lesson, and this aspect of the unit addresses Language Arts Writing Standard 2A, which prompts students to introduce a topic and group related information together, and to use illustrations when useful in aiding comprehension. In addition, this section addresses Visual Arts Standard 4, Objective 3A, which prompts students to use a visual arts form as a help in expressing an idea in a non-arts subjects. Teachers should instruct students to choose a topic of Salt Lake City, Zion National Park, Destin, Florida's beaches, Niagara Falls, or Mount Rushmore. After an appropriate amount of research, students should write an informational paper of developmentally appropriate length, which introduces their chosen topic and groups related facts about that topic together with fluidity. Finally, students can complete the unit by creating an illustration for their paper that serves as a visual representation of their topic, which therefore aids in reader comprehension.